I've heard some claim that quarter-inch impacts under a similar situation can pull off lug nuts. I'm just going to run it. We'll see what it sounds like. If you put this on without a battery, you can't stand the tool up. I don't like that. Okay, speaking of batteries, last year I want to say it was the silver. This year it's the black. Actually, I know last year it was the silver because that's what I got. Now I have another single Ryobi charger. I do get another bag. Pretty spacious one too. I love these bags. I gotta say, like, when I'm doing welding jobs, I will turn you over here and you can see my mess. See that green bag over there? That's the giant bag that my Ryobi starter kit, like the 4-piece kit, came in when I first bought it. That thing is huge, like gigantic. And I throw all my welding helmet, gloves, cut off, wheels, grinder, all that stuff in there when I go do welding jobs. So I love these bags. You get them with Cobalt and some of the other brands too, but I love the bags. Storage for days. This gives me an excuse. Oh, which drawer do man, I need to label this shit. I got scissors. Cheapy Harbor Freight scissors to open up the cheapy Warrior security bit set that I bought forever and a day ago. So that's actually a pretty nice little setup. If you guys watch my channel, you'll know my garage is a mess. I have a pile of trash over yonder. There's the old door to the garage. The good news here is it's hardwood, like old wood, which many of you will know is a lot more dense than what you can buy today, readily available. So we're going to go put a bunch of these in there and see just how quiet the Quiet Strike really is. Okay, guys. So, just for informational purposes, if the volume sounds a little different, it's because I have my shotgun microphone hooked up. This time it's a directional mic and it is facing like literally where you're looking. It's right here where my hand is. I'm sure it's off screen, but it's literally facing right at us, so we could not get better audio capture. So now we're going to go down this line and we're going to impact this. I'm just going to run it. We'll see what it sounds like. Alright, that's not bad. But the wood, the screws, that might not be enough. So let me get another test set up and I will be right back with you. Okay guys, so same story. You're set up. Now, this is what I came up with, and I know what you're thinking. That's not an impact. This ain't an impact. Nice try. Well, it's what I got. And it shouldn't hurt. This is a Ford Fiesta, so it's not exactly crazy. It's only a 19mm lug. We are going to see how this sounds when it's really struggling to pull something off. So, get on there. Again, shotgun microphone pointed directly where we're going. Huh, didn't budge. I've heard some claim that 1/4 inch impacts under a similar situation can pull off lug nuts. I am not seeing it. That's not that loud compared to most 1/4 inch impacts. There is like, the sound is dull, it's kind of dead. It's not crazy quiet, right? But it's not like banging, clanging. You're not feeling it in your eardrums when it's struggling like that. So I still have to say that's a win for the Quiet Strike. Alright guys, so what did we learn today about the Ryobi Quiet Strike? We learned that it is indeed more quiet than what I would say are comparable 1/4 inch impacts. Now, is that a feature that's necessarily important to a lot of people in terms of a 1/4 inch impact? I mean, I don't know. I think so. I mean, if you're doing a lot, if you were building a deck and you're running a bunch of screws in to get your deck boards on or something, this might be the way to go. It might make it a little more pleasant experience. It seems to have enough power. I ran those screws down, you saw, all pretty good. And you can see there when it's not struggling, it is actually like, when it's not full on struggling, I should say. It's really quiet. It's not that bad. But when it is struggling, like the impact lug nut test, it does get a little louder, but it's still got like a deadened sound. It doesn't have that ringing, loud, kind of obnoxious metal on metal sound. So it is a little duller, maybe a little more easier to deal with. I don't know. I like it. I think it has enough power to do with what you need to do with a 1/4 inch impact. 1/4 inch impact is not a 3/8 impact. 3/8 impact is not a 1/2 inch impact, etc., etc. The key here is the right tool and features for the job that you're doing, right? If you're a contractor and you're out and, your customer's complaining about how loud something is, if it happens to be your 1/4 inch impact, this might help. I think it's still a win. I think this is one of the best tools you can pick up right now with the battery deal. Props and shout out to Toolhead147. He's the one who, I watched his video and he pointed this out as one of the best tools to buy as your free tool when you buy the battery deal. So I took his advice, seeing as how I didn't have a 1/4 inch impact. And I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with it. I did not expect it to take lug nuts off. Your tools do not work miracles, okay? They're not gonna walk on water. They can't feed 1,000 men with a loaf of bread and a fish. It just can't happen. So, guys, that's it for today. The Ryobi Quiet Strike, I gotta say, it gets a thumbs up in my book. It seems like it's going to be a great addition to my Ryobi family, and you can check this out at your local Home Depot. I gotta say, especially with the battery deal, it is very much worth it to pick up this little toy. Matt from Just Wrench It, guys. I will see you in the next video.